reality of the world is not one way from its own side intrinsically. It has always been filtered through your subjectivity. So your state of mind and your perception is conditioned by your activity. If you are generous and kind and sweet and wholesome to yourself and others, it will begin to condition your mind so that you can see different things than if you are negative and hostile and arrogant and prideful and whatever. You'll see different things. It's not what you see out there, it's what you see from here. So, avidya, not seeing things clearly. Klesha, the disturbances of your mind. Karma, the activity that you take in the world, then confirms the whole troubling story that Diane is attached to or identified with. So our meditation practice then is only one of the three antidotes to that threefold cycle. Right? This is the Buddha's real offering, is that things are conditioned. Things have the causes. Everything is caused. And if you understand the causes, then you can find freedom, right? If you understand how the negative, crap of your mind turns, then you can undo it. If it's not out there and it's here, then that's a very big advantage. It's inside your mind. If it's coming from you, not at you, then you can do something about it, can't you? So then you need 3 medicines, not just one. If you have 3 problems, you need 3 medicines, which end up turning out to be one, really, from my perspective. So right now we have 1/3 of a medicine. It's like I gave you a little tablet but cut it into third. Right now we have one medicine out there, which is the meditative or contemplative practices of yoga and mindfulness. And those are direct antidotes to the afflictive states of mind. When you're angry, you do what kind of practice? And when you're, afflicted or you're confused or you're, scattered, then you do another type of practice. For every negative experience in your mind, there is a meditation that will counteract it. But then, you have to have these other 2 medicines. For your negative actions, you have to have decent lifestyle, what is called ethics. I heard a lecture on this the other day. Beautiful translation. He said, live with integrity. I thought that was beautiful for Shila or Sila, morality. In the Yoga Sutras, these are called the yamas and niyamas. These are prescriptions that are in every authentic spiritual tradition on the planet about how to live. How to live if you want to be free and happy. They've been there on this planet forever, and every time we hear the word ethics, we're like, ooh, not for me, thanks. Don't step on my toes. Happy just being unhappy here. Ethics. Ethics is the new religion. It's the new way. I mean, it's going to take a little time because we're so reeling from our experience of Judaism and Catholicism, right? We're still getting over the shock of the hypocrisy, right? We still have afflictive aversion. But when we get over that, when we realize that just settling the mind isn't enough, you can't just go on retreat and settle the mind, and then you step out of retreat and somebody's poking you in the eye with the middle finger, and what happens to you? Right? So what you need is a base of ethical living, which will condition the way you start to see things. Then you have training in wisdom, which is large groups like this. We sit down and we read the Heart Sutra. Yeah? We understand that this isn't here the way you think it is. Everybody sees this, and instantly in your mind, a word comes to your mind, and you say the mala. This is the mala. This is the rosary. You see? Everybody here is doing that. We've been trained our whole lives to see the rosary here in my hand. It doesn't exist here in my hand. There is no mala here. You see? There's no mala here. I take one of the beads and I hold up one of the beads and I say, is this the mala? What do you say?
Mala bead.
You say it's a mala bead? I say, is this the mala? What do you say? No. And I take the next one. How many are on here? 108. And we do it. 108 at each time. Every bead, I say, is this the mala? And what do you say? No. And now we've got 108 loose beads over here, and I got one string. And I say, is this string the mala? And what do you say?
No.
And I said, where the hell did the mala go? Where did it go? It doesn't exist. But don't think that it's not there, because if I throw this at you, something's going to hit you, right? This is misperception. If you like that, if you want to know more about that, that's the thing that's going to set you free. Wisdom is what sets you free in Buddhism. And wisdom in the psychotherapy traditions is called insight. And that's what sets you free. It's not just being calm. It's seeing clearly the nature of your reality, which you are not the snake, you are the garland. You are not the broken, ashamed, fragile, insignificant person that you are so attached to. You are not that. But you feel that way, don't you? And you feel that way, and so then you reinforce feeling that way by what you do in your life. You see how it's all coming together now? You need to know that that's not you. You need to know that there's no Bell here. You need to know that there's no Cushion here. There's no Jonathan here. There's no Miles here. There's no intrinsic self to you, the way that you've been holding on your whole life, fragile and afraid. That doesn't exist. And then you have to calm your mind. And then you have to act differently. And slowly, slowly, patiently, gracefully, with patience, eventually you don't feel that way anymore. Like Jonathan says, you will probably always hear the radio station in your head, but you no longer see that that is you. You just let it play.